carpenter, the builder. You can learn more about me at www.charlesspeaks.com. I am a project management expert, coach, and consultant. Today we're going to talk about a common project management mistake that we call overtooling. With so many valuable tools and resources at the project manager's disposal, sometimes deciding just which tools to use can prove daunting, if not challenging. There are tools which are conceptual tools such as Gantt charts, PERT charts, flow diagrams, analytical tools such as weighted average formulas and standard deviations, as well as web-based applications and tools like Microsoft Project that help us manage information more effectively. Unfortunately, having access to the tools can sometimes be a problem in and of itself. Excessive use of the tools can lead to wasted time and effort. Overtooling, put very simply, can be defined as excess or misuse of tools, resulting in wasted time, effort, resources, or cost. There are a number of reasons this might occur. The most common reason is just bad habit. However, there is also the possibility that there may be excessive policies in place that mandate the use of a tool, resulting in wasted time. There is also the possibility that the project manager may simply fail to scale back the use of a given tool, like Microsoft Project. Obviously, there's a lot of information bundled there. There are a lot of tools bundled there. Not all of them need to be used. Another common reason for overtooling is uncertainty. There's the fear that we might miss something or that we need to communicate more information. And just to be on the safe side, we'll make excessive use of tools rather than run the risk of not communicating well. I see this often in presentations when using Gantt charts or diagrams or other graphical tools to communicate a project's progress or results. Several years ago, I was confronted by a project manager with an interesting question. He described to me what was a relatively small, short duration, low-cost project. And his question was this: how would you recommend that I use Microsoft Project on a project of this nature? And my answer: don't. You see, assuming that you need to use Microsoft Project on every project you manage is like assuming that you need to use this miter saw to cut a single piece of molding like this, when really a tool like this would be better suited. You see, just because you have the tools doesn't mean you need to be using them. A considerable amount of time can be wasted, as well as other resources, trying to use tools that are not a match for a given project. So, let's take a look at some valuable tips that will help you get more from the tools that you already use. To begin with, make sure you know your tools well, especially software. Take advantage of on-site training, computer-based training, manuals, and yes, the help file that comes in your software. I recommend on-site training because it's a great way to get everyone on the same page and make sure that everyone on your team knows how to use your tools to the best of their ability. Consider researching alternative or simplified resources. To give you an example, I prefer to use Microsoft Project. I'm very familiar with the application. However, even with that familiarity, sometimes I feel that it's a little bit cumbersome to use. So I found another application called Gantt Designer. It is excellent when I just want to track workflow, durations, and create a nice looking Gantt chart. And it's a whole lot easier to navigate, and I can share the application as well as my documents with other users and stakeholders. There are a myriad of freeware applications out there, so browse around and see what's available. Now, another great idea is to keep your software current. Make sure you're using the latest version, and occasionally search for plugins and add-ons that makes your software more efficient. And avoid overload. Make sure that you're not trying to keep too much data. Make sure that you're not duplicating your documentation. If the data is stored in an Excel spreadsheet, you don't necessarily keep it stored as well in Microsoft Project. You can import data from one application to another. And make sure that you're not overusing the software just for the purpose of graphical appeal. And make sure that you're confronting any dated or unaccommodating policies that might be in place. For example, I worked for a short time with an employer that mandated the use of Microsoft Project, when in reality, there were other applications that would have been more efficient. Another excellent solution is to cross-train your entire team, making sure that everyone is quite skilled at using all of the applications and tools you have available. This will empower you also to delegate work. So take the time to make sure that everyone's on the same page. Finally, save your documents as a template file. This will empower you to reuse the effort in future projects. I do this in Microsoft Project, Excel, and in PowerPoint. You can learn more about how to manage your projects more efficiently by visiting us at www.charlesspeaks.com/4cmethod.htm. You could also email us at charles@charlesspeaks.com. You can follow me on Twitter, and you can follow my blog at charlesspeaks.com/Bill the Builder. Or just pick up the phone and dial 937-935-6789. And I'll be delighted to work with you and your team to help you improve your project management methodology.